almost day number 30 of building my own business to 10k a month, I guess. That's the goal. That's the goal. Today is gonna be my first day off, I would say. So I'm still gonna work. This is the day off. This is the day off. I'm still gonna work for, let's say, an hour, maybe 2, but that's gonna be it for today. So I'm gonna stream a little bit, work a little bit, and that's it basically, because it's important to take days off. And there's definitely this mentality in general everywhere that, oh, like, you should grind and take no days off. This is bullshit. I don't believe in that. I think that taking days off or even a week off is something that you not only have to do, so like that's important to take time off. It's also much more helpful than grinding these days. Like, so that's gonna be my first day off in the 30 days. If you take only one weekend every 30 days, that's not gonna hurt you. So having 12 weekends in a year, that's not gonna hurt you. And quite frankly, you should take a little bit more weekends than that. Let me write day 29. So tomorrow gonna be then day 30, which is awesome. Checking that I'm live. Checking that I'm live on YouTube. Yeah. Okay, good. So what's the plan for today? And you see, I'm a bit more chill today. I don't plan way too much for today. Let's see how it's gonna go. So the plan for today will be, for me, let me show you. Okay, let's switch into this mode where you can see my screen. Did I just have a drop in the internet? I hope that my bad internet is not back. I hope that I still have a good internet. So the plan for today for me would be check out Soko materials. So I still need to finish the whole platform that I'm building. To finish the whole platform, let me go to disconnect from the org and then sign out and then connect. It's something that we are still working on. This whole connection that sucks a little bit, but that's the way it is now. So if we go here, this whole module, it's done. The first module is done. Now we need to do the second module, and currently it doesn't work. That's the thing. And not only it doesn't work, it doesn't even have all the materials. So as soon as we have materials, we will be able to make it work. But for now I need to create materials for that, and that's something that I have to do until the end of the Wednesday, so basically tomorrow. So maybe I can overdue it till Thursday, but then it would mean that I'm gonna need to grind again on weekend. But it's fine, that's fine. So let's see, Wednesday, Thursday, I would say Thursday is the deadline for me. Where echoes remain. Okay, and I'm lowering the music. So today, this is the first one. Today, check out Soko materials. And the second for me will be chill. It's for the whole day. And the third one, Bad Omens. Bad Omens is my favorite band, so go check out it on the YouTube. It's my favorite band, and today they have a concert in Munich, so I'm going to the concert. So I have 3 beer in my fridge, and I'm quite happy about it. So something that I still kind of want to speak about. I see this whole attitude on the internet that people say, hey, you have to grind all the time. If you take days off, that's not good. What are you doing? You're not focusing on blah blah blah. That's all not true. Things that matter more than grinding is gym, or let's say sport. because I'm sure, and this is something that this is kind of reminder for myself as well, because I know that I'm gonna regret this part. I put off on pause this part for the last month, and something that I regret, and I'm not gonna, I don't want to do it again. So I don't want to put on the pause the sport. And sport, I've been doing boxing for 10 plus years, and that's my passion, my sport, the way to go. I don't know. This is I love the sport. I've been doing some tournaments, some championships. I've done a lot in boxing, and something that I want to keep. I don't want to give it up. And even if I have to build a business, I still don't want to give it up. I might reduce it, right? So I might not do it every day, but at least 3 times a week. That's the minimum that I want to do. And quite frankly, I think even if you try to build a business, you still should do those things. Like, you will regret in 5-10 years if you are putting off those things. You will regret. Sleep. I would even put the sleep as the first one. No amount of grinding should prevent you from sleeping well. Right? Sleep, gym, nice going out, and all of that. I don't get the mindset of grinding till you're, 30, 40? What's the point? Like, I don't need the money when I'm 40. I need the money now. Like, I'm okay with having less money now, but having a life. Not, like, I wanna go to my favorite concerts. I wanna go travel. I wanna go see the world. I wanna chill out. I wanna do sport and all of that stuff. So this mindset of that just grinding all the time, it's not true. But there are definitely periods where you have to grind some degree, like I've been doing the last month. But now we started the project. The project is going. Sasha is developing the site. The materials, I'm quite on time with everything, so everything seems to be smooth. So I can go back to more chilled with all the remaining stuff. So yeah, grinding is good, but only to some degree. So don't cancel this part. Okay. So that's the plan. That's the plan for me, and of course, chatting with you. Hey, here we go. That's the plan. Let's see what I have from materials. Admin. As always, it takes forever to open it. And again, the plan in general for launch is that this week we still will be working on materials for the website, and the next one I'm gonna switch completely into working on marketing. And that's something also interesting. So on Twitch there's this whole indie development community, right? Which I love. So this is actually super good community, but shouldn't you guys spend more time on marketing stuff than actually coding the stuff? Because what I see is that all the people there just sitting and coding all the time. But that's not the way to build something very useful. Like, you should spend at least the equal amount of time on marketing the thing that you're spending on building, if not twice as much on marketing. Let's see, maybe I'm just missing. Maybe I need to check out more people there. Okay, so where are my posts? Do I really have 12 topics there for so-called query? Oh wow, that's quite a lot. But it's fine. If we can do 6 today, that's gonna be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, aren't coding streams supposed to be about coding, or you're talking about something else? I didn't hear the whole thing. Yeah, I'm talking. So there's this community on Twitch about it's not about coding. It's called indie hacking, right? So if you go to the software and game development, it's basically a whole community of indie hackers, people who are sitting there and, let's say the dev that I love this guy. He is awesome. He develops, for example, this one is in early development and is close to beta release. I'm going to need tons of feedback and work doesn't this, so stick around, blah blah blah. So he is developing this website, right? Let's go and check that out. Right, so he's developing this site, and there is a ton of people who are doing the same. So basically, people are sitting there and coding and developing some stuff, right? Now, I have never seen a single person from here marketing the stuff. I have never seen. Maybe they're just not on that stage, I don't know. But for me, it looks like they're spending 99% of the time in actually coding. And if they, and this is, of course, if they want to just code, this is one thing. Hello, Wonderball. So if they just want to code, this is one thing. But if they want to actually build a business, then they should spend at least equal amount of time on marketing, not on coding. But of course, if the whole idea is just sit and code, then yeah, of course they should be sitting coding. It's like kind of like what's your goal? My goal is not to sit and code, my goal is to develop a business. That's why you see me the last couple of weeks basically not coding at all. Yeah, this is the whole like indie hacking community, right? And they're awesome. Like I love them. Maybe I'm just missing something. Who knows? When it comes to building business, code just a tool. Totally agree. Code is just a tool, and but I mean, when I had in the first 2 weeks when we were coding the website, I had a lot of fun. Like that was fun. The coding part is fun. Marketing part, it's also fun, but I don't know. It's not as smooth. It's like it's a bit more struggle because with coding at the end you will be able to implement whatever you want because you can debug everything, right? You can debug, you can ask someone for help. But with marketing, if you don't know what to do, you're that's it, you're screwed. And it's very hard in marketing without having a mentor. So I remember in the first weeks there were people who were watching my streams because they wanted to learn how to code. They choose really the worst place on the internet to learn how to code. Okay, so I even already have one topic. That's nice. I can even close it, I think. And I also need to find the full article that I'm gonna be this one, so-called Apex. Okay, where? Okay, I even have this one. Nice. If I just have 6, that's actually gonna be enough. Oh, but I do need to create tasks for SQL queries. Okay, working with dates. What does it even mean? So this one I don't have it anymore. Okay, I have 3, so it means I need to write, let's say, I do have limit though. Nice. I have much more materials in SQL than I initially expected. I love those things. Yeah, mentors are such a game changer. It's pretty hard to find one though. By the way, are you planning to creating a Discord channel for your YouTube channel? I wouldn't mind joining. That's already, I think, 3rd time that people ask me. I don't have currently, but let's see. Maybe I will create when I'm I don't know, when I'm lazy to do anything productive. I'm gonna create it. I don't know. What would you expect in this Discord channel? Definitely would be nice to hang out in Discord actually. Yeah, maybe I should create. But yeah, finding a mentor is so hard. Like so hard. I found one though. I found one for the course launch. It's also really expensive. Like if you want to pay someone who is above you, who's earning, let's say, twice as much as you or 5 times as much as you, that's hell expensive. It's hell expensive. Okay, working with dates, and then number 6. Aggregate functions. Okay. Once I paid for mentoring for a few mentoring sessions, 2000, and that's been the best 2000 spent, but it was also the most money I have ever spent on anything in the internet. But it was the best thing ever. If I can pay again, I would do that. And in fact, when I launch the next course, if that's gonna be successful, I'm gonna take this money again and pay. Magnus Carlsen paid some legendary chess players 200k a year for his mentorship. Yeah, I can totally, and I'm sure he would say that was very worthwhile investment. As much as we live now in this technology reality, right, where you can Google a lot of different stuff, still the best way of learning is by just seeing someone who have done the things that you want to do and just learn from what they've done, and just having an actual human to like just tell you what to do. Still the best way. Okay, then I only need to write those things. Working with dates, which would be, I think, an easy one. Let's see. okay, I'm gonna follow the internet and I'm gonna try to use ChatGPT. But I'm gonna do it in another way. I'm gonna create here a new GPT. Where to create a new GPT? Create a new GPT. And I'm gonna say it, you are a superstar copywriter. Or like this. Create a chat of a good copywriter that writes without any filler words, without generic sentences, and is a senior Salesforce developer. The aim for this chat is to help me to write articles about Salesforce development. Apex. Sentences. Hi bro, what are you doing? So I am building a coding school, and for that I'm writing materials right now. And I wanna ChatGPT to help me write a little bit. I'm too relaxed. I don't know, I'm too relaxed today. I'm mentally in my day off. So I kind of wanna help from ChatGPT. Don't wanna think too much today, right? And writing stuff is always thinking a lot, because actually writing is not writing. Writing is thinking, right? Let's see. Apex Artisan. Yeah, yeah. That's a funny name though. I don't even know what artisan means, but it sounds funny. Let's see, artisan. Oh, that's a skilled craft worker. Oh, nice. That's actually a nice name. I didn't know this word. Yep. What else could we just... No. No, the profile picture is okay. What could we adjust in the writing style? Complexity of the language. Seventh grade, but without using any analogies. Technical detail, as technical as possible. and probably responding length. I wanna to the point answers. Concise to the point answers slash articles. All right. Let's see how it works. I want to write an article about using dates in SOQL queries. Could you write it for me? Could you write it for me? Okay, it's still writing the introduction. Not good. Okay, I mean, of course, I'm not gonna just take and everything whatever ChatGPT writes. That would be quite a bad idea. But actually, I kind of like the article that it writes. I mean, with a few adjustments, I think we're gonna be able to do something really good out of this article. For example, I already see here the way I would structure my article. I would say we have a few main ways to query to query records based on dates in SOQL. Yep. The first one, hard-coded date. This approach is usually not what you want, but you still can do it. You still can just hard code the whole date into the query. Is it true though? Let me check that out, because I'm not so sure that's true. Let me put here the focus on an hour. Let's check that out. Okay, it must be date time, so we cannot really do that. It should be a little bit different. So here's an example. Right, like this. Putz, hey. Okay. In this case... So create a date is date time. How long do you think this project is gonna take you? So I decided to launch the course instead. So I would say it's gonna take me a month at least to launch the course. Because of the whole marketing preparation. So we do need to do a lot of stuff. Plan the webinar, pre-webinar, post-webinar stuff. Actually launching itself, onboarding people. So it's gonna take me the next 5 weeks to launch the course. And then it's gonna take me the next 4 weeks for launching the platform. Because again, the same preparation gonna be doing the webinar, preparing everything for the webinar, and blah blah blah. So it's yeah. So the course, I think 5 weeks. And then the platform, the one that I initially started showing you, then 2 months, I think. There's no rush. I mean, there's a little bit of rush because I don't have endless amount of money, but not something. I mean, not the type of rush that I should launch next week. Even if we could, like, we could go and launch next week. But that would be rushed, and it would be we wouldn't squeeze out everything out of the marketing that we could. That's why. Yeah, I'm gonna do webinar. Yeah, I'm gonna do webinar for the launch. It's gonna be live. I'm gonna do it live for LinkedIn. Thank you. I wish I could find some really good stuff on how to launch the courses. Like I don't know any good material. I watched yesterday, I think, 2 or 3 YouTube videos on how to launch courses. Didn't really find anything. So this is something, so data formats different for you, you'll need to convert it. Yeah, that's fine. Something that I didn't know about is those date functions. What are those date functions? Is something new? Is it ChatGPT dreaming or does it really exist? I think it should exist. Let's Google Sokol date functions. It does exist. Interesting. Date functions. Yep, this is actually really good from ChatGPT time zone consideration. I had so many problems with time zones. I remember debugging the time zones for a couple of hours. That was hell. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Comparing dates. Actually, this output from ChatGPT quite good. I should be using it more frequently because I just wrote an article. So where are you today? Where are we today? We are today at still writing materials for the second module, and gonna spend this whole week on just writing all the stuff for the website. and creating videos and blah 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 for the website. As soon as I'm done with these things, oh, Daupt, hi. Welcome, Daupt. Day 29, yes. Tomorrow gonna be day 30, which is crazy. I feel like the last week have been much slower than before. Somehow I feel like I started the first 2 weeks with like really quick, and now it's slowed down because of the content. Like the content takes so much time that it's crazy. Takes a lot of time. But I have made my decision. I'm gonna launch the course first. And after I'm gonna launch the course, I'm gonna launch the platform. That's the decision. And look at this, we have a ready article. Took me what, 20 minutes? And today, for the first 30 days, I am taking kind of off. So I'm not gonna. Usually the way it goes, I stream and then I go and work, and then I have few students. But today, no. Today, no. Nice. I have one. This should be done. Let's see. Working with dates. I can't wait to be done with all the material writing. It's hard to write something really good. It's easier to write something less good. Okay, so topic 4 will be not combining, it will be group buying. Four, 5, 6. 1, 2, no, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice. I mean, in total we have, what, 12 that I need to do for SOQL queries, so it's going great so far. Okay, that was the better one. So lesson 3 will be aggregate functions. Aggregate functions. 7, okay. Yeah, okay, probably first aggregate functions and then group by. Okay, aggregate functions. Yeah, that's actually nice. I think the output from ChatGPT, this one, at least, really good. I really want to get this task done. That's been, you know, this is a task that you're kind of putting off all the time, procrastinating on the task, and you're like, I know that I have to do it, but I don't want to do that. This is, for me, this is writing this SQL queries. So I'm really glad that ChatGPT helps me. I like the song. What is the song? Oops, not this one. Okay, let's make an example. Because I don't have examples in my org, so let's create some. That's gonna be quick. Something that absolutely should never be written in production, insert statement within the for loop. But don't care for 10 records. Yep, no. Why it doesn't show me anything? Come on, Salesforce. Education. Yeah, I think it's good enough. You can also count in the non-null specific field. That's the way you do it. Nice. Separate what? Separate parts. Let's call it parts for some average. Even though it's not really necessary, but I still want to have a clear chapters that here's some, even though it's clear we can just kind of put them together, but I still want to just, it looks much cleaner when we have them separate. Oh, that's actually good from ChatGPT. That's good. Let me... Nope. One of the biggest life hacks, how could I develop a program that I'm teaching now, was actually ChatGPT. I was spending so much time on developing the tasks for my students, and then ChatGPT came out. And it speeded up me so much that I developed basically a whole program like in a couple of months that I'm teaching now. If not ChatGPT, I would spend much more time on it. And this is again, so this is AI. It's not, right? It doesn't. We still live the same life as we used to live a year ago or a year and a half ago when the ChatGPT was not there. But those small improvements, in general, if you calculate over the globe, I think they add up into huge improvements and into huge, how to call it? That we just waste less resources, I would say. Because imagine if you have to do all the manual stuff on your own. That sucks. It's still important not to be super lazy with ChatGPT, but because it's easy to get lazy with ChatGPT. Increase of productivity, that's the word that I've been searching for. Yeah, so ChatGPT results in the small increases of productivity, and if you add up for all the globe, for all the Earth, then I think it's quite substantial. Okay, good. Of course, conclusion. I'm not gonna include the conclusion. But still, Elias, that's something that I want to include. Yeah, for clear output, yeah, ChatGPT is much better than that. Okay, I don't want to use group by in this example. Let's see. What do you mean unknown parsing error? What's the problem? Unknown parsing error? What the hell is that? This is, you can see how good are the error messages in Salesforce. Huh? Okay, I see. So we need to do the group by stage name. I mean, yeah, because it's aggregate function, so we need... What? What do you want? That's strange. Circle alias. Oh, so it's without S? Okay. Total amount. No, go away. Ah, okay. No, but it still shows the... Okay, let's take this one example from the documentation. Why doesn't display those renamed? I mean, this is the whole purpose of alias, that it should use it should rename this whole thing. Yeah, whatever. Stage name. Well, this is I say whatever because this console here, it's not really, it's buggy. That's why I say whatever, because it's there are quite a few known bugs in this console that I'm using here, and Salesforce haven't updated for 10 years. So probably if you use it in actual code, that's still gonna work. Okay. Nice. I like how it looks. Now I just need to adjust the naming, so aggregate functions. Oh, I'm gonna put aggregate functions immediately into the WordPress. If at some point I'm gonna learn how to launch courses, I'm gonna create a course on how to launch courses, because I struggle to find anything useful. I really struggle. I'm typing basically how to launch courses, and all I see is very, very vague stuff. Like what I want. So what I want, I would be happily pay for such paid course. So what I want to know what are pre-steps. I want to sell it with webinars, right? So what are the steps for, what are emails to send before the webinar? How to hype up people to the webinar? What are the platforms? How to do it for emails? How to do it for TikToks? How to do it for, I don't know, other social media? Then how to structure the webinar itself, and then how to do the post-webinar stuff, like what sale to make, right? So if my price is 1,000, should I make a sale to 700? Should I make a sale to 900 or 500? Because all of these things, I'm sure people do know, people who work in this industry definitely know those things. There's definitely some kind of a sweet spot on how much sale should you make to maximize the returns. What are the minimum amount of interactions that you need to have? All of these things, I think they do exist. I just didn't find them. think it's gonna look quite bad. Let's see. I was trying to set here my picture, but it's still displaying very... the quality is very bad. And that's on the WordPress, that's not on the picture. So if I scroll down, this quality is not good. I was trying to set it in so many different ways, but it's still not great. Oh. Okay, where's my...
And you still make the same tired jokes. Thank God that I moved on, but heaven knows how you broke me down.
You know what, I'm just gonna write here.
I don't miss you at all, but I hope you do.
As the code.
I hope that you think of me. See my face in strangers in the street.
Okay, I can just type it. Query results. I'm not so sure about such a big gaps here in between. Why is it happening? That's fine. Okay, let's see how it's gonna look like. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay, so it's gonna be topic 6. Yep, awesome. The only one left, group by. Let's see. They group based on the stage name and close date. Okay. Year, yep. I think it's called calendar. Calendar. Year. Yep. Calendar year. What? Having close. I forgot about having. Having so cool. Nice. Having. This is a good example why ChatGPT can help even if you could know the subject, because even if you know very well SQL queries, and I've been using it for the last 4 years, still gonna show you some things that you're like, oh yeah, I remember using it. Oh yeah, I remember, but like I haven't used it for 2 years, but now I remember. That thing does exist. Okay, let's go to Canva, and in Canva here within the maps, I'm gonna create something that I'm gonna delete then immediately, like this one. Okay, is that it? Everything that I need to write about the group by? Multiplying, having. Yeah, it seems to be. I mean, group by is not a huge deal, just groups, that's it. Okay, this is definitely goes into the having part. This one definitely multiple fields. Here's my ID. Okay, so those are the IDs. Now I need to upload this whole thing into MongoDB. This is second module. How can I, Okay, let me have a look. Definitely I need to upload all this as separate topics, so I'm gonna call it topics. But I'm not so sure. Let's see. Let's see what is the structure. I already forgot what is the structure of the topic. Let me just have a look there. Okay, so this is the structure of the topic. ID, we of course delete. Tasks, we don't really have any tasks. Topic name, order, and order. Okay, so order is good. So the first one will be select and from. Let's see if Copilot will recognize it. Let's save it here as in the new folder, and let's call the folder module 2, whatever, and let's call it topics.json. Okay, come on, Copilot. where limit combining conditions. That's correct. Combining conditions. Now, combining conditions, because it's going to be a separate lesson, it's going to have order number 1. And working with dates will be order number 2, and aggregate functions again number 1 and again number 2, group by. Yeah, that seems to be correct. Those are the topics. Illuminati, hi. Okay, topics here. Now the lessons. Okay, give me here an example of the lesson. Let me create a new file. Lessons.json. So ref is basically a name where this lesson goes to which module, and here I'm gonna say basics SOCL, order number 1. Ah, damn it, I don't know the topics. Topics, let me get the IDs of the topics, and they should be, we have 62 topics. That's crazy. That's crazy. 62 topics. Let's group by. Okay, so limit. I get the feeling like I'm so close to finishing the whole website. I mean, because it's true, but still, that's a really nice feeling to have. Just a little bit more push and the website gonna be done. There's gonna be 2. So the second topic would be something like conditions. It's called conditions. Only 2 topics in this lesson, that's good. And the last one would be aggregate functions. Also only 2 topics here. Okay, let's upload it. That's it. Yes. So it is uploaded. Let's see if that's gonna fix the website. I don't think that it will. It will. It did fix the website. Nice. Okay. Look at this. Oh, table of contents. Okay. Which one is it limit? Limit. This one. Disable. Okay. Conditions in Circle. Okay, also combining conditions. Need to disable this. Ah, it was disabled. Okay, interesting. Wait. Combining conditions. Strange. That's strange. Because it's supposed to be disabled. No, it's okay. Education, Next.js. Date. Okay, working with dates. Look at the footer. With footer, something's happening, but that's fine. Doesn't matter. That took a real long time, but it looks good. It looks really good. Like it. Let's go back and aggregate functions. Okay, so aggregate functions also. Aggregate functions. And group by. Do I also need to delete the group by? Oh, come on. Load. Wait, what do you mean to be done? What do you mean to be done? I have it. I didn't upload it? No, I did upload it. I remember uploading it. Wait. Let's search for group by. That's strange. Oh yeah, the gaps here, as always. Ah, these images, they drive me crazy. But no, group by is displayed here. It's just, here's the group by. I have two group by, okay. Last modified, today's what? 30, okay, so this one goes into the trash. Right, and this one goes into the edit. Yep, that's the right one. Okay, so here we need to do a few things. First, I'm gonna disable the automatic insertion. And second, I'm gonna need to update those things. Because when I downloaded them, I need to crop them. Something that I've been doing yesterday for 40 minutes. Okay, crop like this. Yeah, like this. Tools, crop. Oh. Ah, come on. Tools, crop, save. Okay, alright, now I need to substitute all these images. This one, which one? That's with 2 columns, okay, let's see. Not this one. Nope. Yeah, this one, the smallest one. Replace. Replace. Replace with which one? With... Yep, with this one. And by the way, guys, remember yesterday I was so afraid to do the... I mean, I wouldn't call it so afraid, but I was a little bit hesitant to do the post on LinkedIn, right? So I was like, I'm a bit too embarrassed to put my picture, my fancy picture here in the professional network. Now guess what? It's one of the best posts I've done. It's a really good post, and I really like how people responded to this post, and I had a really good response from people. And yeah, so many people that I haven't seen for such a while like the post, and I love the post and I love the response, and so many people wrote so much support, and it was so good. Like this is a typical example of something that is completely in my head, because I was thinking that okay, I'm gonna just insert this image and people gonna see and judge it. Oh, why you like insert the image of yourself in a professional network in the post and so on. But turns out that was just in my head, and if I just followed what was in my head, I wouldn't make this post. I think that now it is updated. Let's see, let's check that out. Awesome. That looks good. That looks so good. Okay, aggregate functions, the only one. I think that's the last thing that I need to aggregate functions. I can already close all of that. What a nice feeling. Yep, disable. Why is it not checked automatically? I don't know. Basically, this thing, it controls if you can see this table of contents. I would rather have it unchecked by default. And then whenever I want to check it, then I put the table of contents on this website, on this page, but whatever. So SOQL queries, basic of SOQL. Let's go through them again. Awesome. Oh my god. Still not everything. Where close? Where? Okay, so I have where. What else do I need to disable? Limit. Okay. Update. Limit? No, limit good. Limit is good. Okay, conditions. Good. Working with dates. Good. And the last one, please be... aggregate functions. What? Why? I did disable it. Maybe I just didn't update it. Okay, that's fair. Group by disable. Okay, so that's now the last one left. This one. Yes. Finally. It took me 1 hour 40 minutes to get this task done. Ah. Let's watch a YouTube video. I found a nice YouTube video that I wanna have a look at, and day in startup. Let's see how the day in startup looks like for other people. I'm quite curious. My day looks pretty much, I just get up, work, and then just go to bed. Nothing too fancy. Let's see. Wait, let me disable the music. And let me make so that you can hear it. Can you hear it?
So today I will tell you about anyone who is working on the product side in a startup. This could be either software developers or like product managers and anyone else who is working around the product in a startup, what a day in the life would look like for them. So one thing that I'm seeing that it actually bothers me, that every time I click on one of these day in the life videos, I see people just like showing how they wake up, how they brush their teeth, and how they're like going about their day. And it's just like bothers the shit out of me, because it's just being a human being, right? Nothing to do with the software development, nothing to do with the startup, nothing to do with anything else. Why are you showing me this? Show me the actual work. And the mind-boggling part is they don't even show what do they do in their day, even like a little bit. So today I'm going to talk about exactly that. What are we doing in a startup daily basis? It's very simple. You wake up and it's 9 o'clock, the work starts, right? And usually you have a daily stand-up early in the morning. Some companies do later in the day, but most of the companies, 99%, they're gonna do that early in the morning.
I also do it with my employees in the morning. It's convenient for me, but it's actually not the best approach, in my opinion, because at least me, and I think most people, are the most productive in the morning. So if you really wanna go into completely super productive mode, then the morning, that's the best time. So, and then having a stand-up meeting in the morning, it usually kind of like just cuts your focus and routine. But I still do it in the morning because I cannot do it during the evening. So that's
latest, I would say 10 a.m. So what you do, either you travel work or you work from home. If you're working from home, you're probably gonna wake up like right before the daily stand-up anyway. Let's not kid ourselves. And if you're traveling to work, you're gonna brew some coffee. You're gonna speak to your colleagues. You're gonna speak to James about what you did on the weekend, and then you're gonna jump on the call. And you will be bubbling about the work that you've been doing yesterday and what you're gonna do during the day.
Yeah, these things that gives me uneasy feeling. I don't want to go back into this thing. I remember you have a nice office, you make yourself a nice cup of coffee, you have your desk with beautiful 2 screens, you sit down on the desk and you open a meaningless meeting about the meetings so that you can discuss the next meetings.
Day. That's the discussion, like general discussion about these meetings. And then if there is any kind of like a pain point that is happening around the team, there's any kind of urgency, or if anyone has any kind of query, that's what you're talking about. And after that meeting, you just sit down on your ass and then you work. Where do you get the work from? There is this software called Jira, and some companies are using like the variations of that, like Asana or any kind of agile method, agile working principles, where you have a sprint, where you have a board. And this is called Kanban board. Maybe you heard this term before, or you're not, you're completely new. If you got a new job, congratulations. And this is where you're gonna get your work from. And it's called Kanban board. In this particular board, you're gonna have different columns: to-dos, in progress, code review, and main
Yeah.
release. This depends on company to company, but the main structure is always going to be like this. So this allows you to keep the track of your work. This allows you to label your work and then prepare the releases, and allows product to see what kind of work that's going into the application or the product that you're serving into. And another thing, this is not daily, but there are weekly meetings that you all together with the team sit down and discuss how long these certain tasks are going to take, what are the specifications, what are the aspects, what are the acceptance criteria and everything that you're going to sit down and discuss about this. So great, now you know where to pick your work from, so where to look at to find new work when you finish what you're doing right now. And then the next tool that you're going to use in your job is going to be any Git platform. Usually the most used one is GitHub. Obviously everyone knows about it. If you're doing anything with like a
I used GitLab once. Was quite cool. I liked it much better than GitHub, but I guess GitHub now leveled up. So GitLab is really good for any kind of automation that you want to build. If you have a pipeline that you want to build, DevOps and blah blah blah, GitLab actually quite good, and founded by Ukrainians.
coding or software development, you probably heard about GitHub. I'm not going to explain what GitHub is. And there are other alternatives on that, like Bitbucket and I don't know, some other platforms. And you will be having these code bases called repositories. You're going to clone this into your own computer, and you're going to create like a new version of it on your computer, and you will be carrying out the work that you're supposed to carry out. You're going to push this work into this platform back again, and then you will create this something called pull requests. What does that mean? That you carried out this work in isolation. Now you want to merge this work into the main platform, the main code base, the source of truth that powers your application. In order to do that, after you've done your work, that there are other developers that gonna come onto your pull request and then gonna review your work. Once you finish doing your work, you're gonna merge that in and you will be updating your ticket. So this gives you something to talk about in tomorrow's meeting. There you go. Now you know the daily routine of either software developer or a product manager in a startup. I will be explaining more of these in detail in the following videos. So this is gonna be the first episode of upcoming series about what a day in the life, or what are the duties of a person who works in a startup. Or if you want to just create your own startup and everything and you don't know how to structure it or how to manage it, this is going to give you great insights about that. So make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, I mean, he just explained basically just agile way of working. This is how you work in 99% of cases. That's not the way we work. For example, in the way I organize it is that we have this Trello board, and we just go task by task, and that's it. We don't have any sprints. I mean, it's called sprint here, but basically it just means that that's something that we plan to do this week. So that's it. And by the way, that's done. No, not in bugs. That's done. Yeah. So this is the way we work, and watching these videos, where was it? This gives me such a bad feeling. I remember on my last job we had this huge board. It was basically endless. Not only this, we had not only one endless gyro board, we had like 3 or 5 endless gyro boards, and we used to spend 6 hours sitting in the meeting and reassigning the tasks. Have you ever sat for 6 hours listening to meaningless tasks of other people that you have no idea about? Something like, go talk to these guys to collect the information so that we can proceed with another meeting. I hated it. I was doing some other stuff during this 6 hours. I was trying at least. This shows me, and then what he talked, that you wake up, go to work, you wake up, you grab a coffee to go to the meeting, you have a daily stand-up. This all reminds me why I'm doing this, what I'm doing here. I don't want to go back to this. The biggest problem, there's nothing wrong with working like this, right? The problem is that you usually work on the stuff that you don't care about. That's the thing. I want to work on stuff that I care. I want to do stuff that 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 people use. That I wanna develop this. I want to develop that. I want to work on something meaningful. I don't want to develop a new business process of automating cheese delivery for a milk company, whatever. Like, that's not interesting for me. And these gyro boards, I'm traumatized by them. And getting coffee before the work, and I remember sitting there, and it's 5 minutes before the start of the meeting, and I had this feeling, just, I don't want to do that. I don't want to, please. I don't want to do it. I hate it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And then the meeting starts, and you're like, hi guys. But yeah, this all reminds me why I'm doing what I'm doing now. And I'm gonna work as much as I can to not go back. Of course, there's always some life situations, right? Sometimes you have to go back. Sometimes, if there is gonna be whatever, I don't know, war, whatever can happen, then of course. But I'm gonna do my best not to go back. That's it, guys. I don't have anything else. Today is a very chill day for me, so the stream is gonna be short. I've done a little bit just to feel like I worked today, and I guess it's gonna be it for me for today. Thank you everyone for sticking. I'm gonna go get rest for the first time in 30 days, and I'm gonna recharge a little bit, and tomorrow we're gonna knock out the remaining tasks and the remaining materials for the platform. How to find this particular niche to ship product just like you? Like, there's no competition developing Apex. There is competition, and whenever there's a competition, it's a good sign, because it means that people are actually paying money for that, right? So competition is good. And how to find, you basically, you work in some, right? So you definitely have some work experience, so you definitely know something in your field. That's the only way to find. You just work in a certain field, and then you see a lot of, you research the businesses that are there, and you see what's missing, what's not missing, or you see what you think you can build better than they do. But for that, you need to be good at something. You need to be, you need to have some skill or work. Yeah, work in some field. Alright, guys. Gonna chat with you tomorrow. See you tomorrow at the same time. See you, everyone.